bit chilly here and it is a bit cold and grey. So there you go. Hi, Sid. How are you? Hi, David. Lovely to see you. Hi, Pete. Great to see everybody here today. And if you haven't heard, probably you don't really get Australian news unless it's huge. But we're definitely in lockdown until the end of the month. My arm is totally fine, thank you. It's all gone. Well, I mean, I can still feel like I've had someone jab my arm, but it doesn't hurt. So, and I got no other side effects, which is brilliant because a lot of people, she says as she coughs. But yeah, a lot of people have had really bad fevers and they're in bed for days. And so, yay, unless it's still to happen, I don't think so. I feel pretty good. Thank you. I hope you're all well too. But yeah, we've just been told we're in lockdown until the end of July, which is probably no surprise to any of us anyway. And really, I think that's probably longer in the end. Pfizer, yes. I think I told you about my whiskey night that I did last Friday. I told you about it before I was doing it anyway. And it was with a whole lot of people in my street, but online. The whiskey was real, however, and it was very nice. And we're doing one this Friday, but this time it's Japanese whiskey. And you know I love everything Japanese. Even though when I lived in Japan, I did drink whiskey because it was such a thing. I wasn't necessarily a fan. And it's not my first choice of drink, but, you know, it's still a fun way to spend a Friday evening when I'd normally be working. So we all had a bet. All the people on this Zoom whiskey night, and I think there must have been there were 12 windows, so you know there's 12 families. Some were single, some were couples, some were families with kids as well. But we all had a bet about when lockdown was going to end, and the winner of the right date, I actually said July 30, which is when they've just announced, but I don't think that'll be the case. I think it'll continue after that. But the winner will get a bottle of a whiskey of their choice from the tasting, and they're all quite posh whiskies, so it could be a bit exy. But anyway, the government have also announced that they're going to be supporting just about everybody so far during this lockdown. So financially, I mean, even if we get a third of what we'd normally get in wages, it's absolutely a lot better than nothing. It's enough to buy some whiskey. Oh no, I like foo-foo drinks too, Sydney. I love strawberry daiquiris and all those kind of hello, all of those kind of really yummy, sweet, desserty type drinks. They are probably my favourite. But you know, it's a bit like chocolate. There are lots of different kinds of chocolate in the world. And even though I have my favourites among them, I've never met a chocolate I don't like. And I'd say that's pretty much the same with most alcohol. Don't get me wrong, I don't actually drink it that often, but I do like it. Oh, and I can see some requests coming through. Thank you very much. So if you feel like requesting a song, I love Violet Crumble. Yes, absolutely. Whiskey night is every night. Well, you know, that's fine. AC/DC, I can do AC/DC. Absolutely. How about we start with that, since we've had a big discussion on Facebook about April Sun in Cuba, which I also promised to play. Maybe I should play that. I might start with that. Mind you, a lot of these songs I haven't played for like a long time. So let's see how I go. So, of course, if you missed it, the big... wasn't really that big, and it's not really a controversy, but the discussion was about what the correct words of April Sun in Cuba are. Most cover band singers like myself have been singing for years Snake Eyes in a Paradise. But I'm pretty sure, even though I know two members of the band that can't confirm it either way, that it's Snake Eyes on a Paradise, which sounds really the same when you sing it anyway. Okay, let's see if I can still remember how this goes. I mean, of course I know how it goes in my head. This is practically an Australian national anthem. Transvision Vamp. I love Transvision Vamp. Bulldog. I like your name. But unfortunately, I've never learnt anything by Transvision Vamp. That's Wendy James, isn't it? She's awesome. So, yes, I'll have to put that on my list for next time. I'm sorry I what was that? I want your money, honey. I don't want your money, honey. I want your love. That's the one that I kind of can remember. But yeah, I'll have to look that up for next time because I'm actually a big fan. It's been decades since you've had a Violet Crumble. Is a Violet Crumble Australian? We have Crunchy and Violet Crumble, and there's all sorts of wars between the two. And really, it's crazy because a Crunchy is not as crunchy as a Violet Crumble. So, and people complain that Violet Crumble has cheap chocolate, even though I think the honeycomb's better. But you know what? As I said, never met a chocolate I didn't like. And cheap chocolate reminds me of my childhood and those kind of red tulip Easter eggs, so I don't mind. Baby, I don't care. That's the song, isn't it? Oh, yeah, great song. I'm sorry I can't do that today, but I'm going to put a Transvision Vamp on my list for sure. In the meantime, I'm going to play April Sun in Cuba, which was Sydney, a song you said you wanted to hear, a song we've been talking about. And again, maybe my international friends don't necessarily like it. Know it. You might not like it either, but you might not actually know it. There was an Aussie food stand in a mall in San Diego. How cool. If we have that kind of thing, we have like the British store and the American store, and it's always... Ooh. I have to come out of lockdown so I can earn enough money to buy a new mic stand. This one's a bit stuffed. It's always about the sweets at those stores, isn't it? And jerky, that's when I discovered jerky at the American store. We don't have jerky in Australia. Well, we probably do now. But when I was a teenager or growing up, jerky was something you never even heard of except in American books and movies. And I remember first seeing it and going, oh, it's dried up meat. Who would want that? But then I tasted it and it's like, pretty yum. Smokey did it. Smokey's abandoned me today. We're doing homeschooling at the moment because we're all in lockdown, of course. So the schools are in lockdown too. So I have a feeling I've been passed over for an 11-year-old boy. I think Smokey is cuddling up with Joey. Who could blame her, huh? I'm tired of the city life. Summer's on the run. People tell me I should stay, but I got to get my fun. So don't try to hold me back. Nothing you can say. Snake eyes on the paradise, but we've got to go today. Take me to the April sun in Cuba. Oh, take me where the April sun's gonna treat me so right, so right. I can almost smell those perfume nights, see the starry skies. I wish you're coming with me, baby, 'cause right before my eyes, see Castro in the alleyway, talking about Miss I Love, talking about JFK and the way he shook him up. Take me to the April sun in Cuba. Oh, oh. Take me where the April sun's gonna treat me so right, so right. I'm tired of the city life. Summer's on the run. Birds in the winter sky is heading for the sun. Oh, we can stick it out in this cold and gray. Snake eyes on the paradise, and we've got to go today. Take me to the April sun in Cuba. Oh, oh. Take me where the sun's gonna treat me so right, so right, so right. Take me to the April sun, come on, take me to the April sun, come on, take me to the April sun, come on, take me. So there you go. That is practically the Australian national anthem, April Sun in Cuba. They make salmon jerky. Ooh, I don't like salmon. I'm really crossing all different topics, aren't I? We're talking about jerky and Australian national anthems at the same time. Of course, Dragon is actually a New Zealand band, but it's one of those bands that Australia kind of goes, New Zealand's just across the ditch. We'll have you too. Thank you very much and take credit for all your success. Okay, I've got a request list here. If you would like Working 9 to 5, that's a cool song. Working 9 to 5, what a way to make a living. Na, 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 na. Sorry, you can tell I don't know it, Anthony, but hello, how are you going? Nice to see you there. Not familiar with it? I got to say, it's not meant to be played on the piano. It's a very pub rock kind of guitar song, so, not ideal for a piano playing female singer, but I wanted just to give you the idea. Turkey jerky. Well, that's, such a good sounding name that, yeah. It's raining. All right, so we had a request for one of my songs, and this is a song from my Polaroids and Postcards album, and it's a song I wrote for my young son. This is for you, Sydney. If I could teach you all the secrets that I've learned about the world, I would. And I would show you only goodness in the world, if I could. But don't be frightened of pain. We need it like the rain. It's there to help us to the other side. It's the times that are the hardest at first that can mean the most and make it all worthwhile. Take this song to keep till later on. My love is in this song, so you're not alone. To a small boy, you might not get it now, but maybe one day when I can't put my arms around you, these words will mean to you so much more. You were born with such a handsome face, but that can't replace compassion and kindness. Make sure you look for all the beauty in the world around you and inside people too. They'll give it back to you, and they're really all that matters in the end. Take this song to keep till later on. My love is in this song, so you're not alone. I write a letter to a small boy. You might not get it now, but maybe one day when I can't put my arms around you, these words will mean to you so much more. I write a letter to a small boy. You might not get it now, but maybe one day when I can't put my arms around you, these words will mean to you so much more. There you go. That's a song from, thank you. That's a song from Polaroids and Postcards, Letter to a Small Boy. And the small boy is downstairs doing online schooling and will be for the next, I don't know, quite a while, let's say. I want to know what love is. I know a song called I want to know what love is. I want you to show me. I want to feel what love is. But I didn't think that was Simply Red, or maybe I'm singing a different version. Coldplay Clocks, yes. I will do that one in a second. Oh, thank you. It's 5 days to my birthday. Another lockdown birthday. Thanks, Anthony. You know, it's funny when you're in lockdown and things that become exciting. I mean, you know, I went out 2 days ago to get my vaccination, and that was the first day that I'd left the house for 2 weeks. So even I did freak out a bit. I got in the car and thought, how do you drive again? You know, just when you drive all the time and then you have a little gap, you kind of forget. But okay, that's right. That's the gear stick. And yeah, this is how we go. And thank goodness there was petrol in the car, because I just didn't want to go outside among the world. I know that's bad grammar. But the exciting thing that happened today was the groceries arrived. We got all our groceries delivered online. And you have to remember which side to drive on. Well, not when you were born here. It's okay. I can remember that. I know it'd be weird for you guys. It's the opposite side to my American and I'm assuming Canadian friends. The British, I believe, drive on the right side of the road, the correct side. No, only kidding. The right side is where you drive and we drive on the left. But the groceries arriving is very exciting, and especially because we do all our grocery shopping online nowadays. You can just pay a flat fee and then for the whole year you get free delivery. So we did this in the last lockdown. I don't want to be going to shopping centres at the moment. Anyway, usually you can, you know, make the order online and then the next day it comes. But because everybody suddenly decided to book their groceries online, we had to wait about 4 days. And we weren't out of anything important, but things like chips and chocolate and bread and, you know, yummy stuff like that we didn't have. And I had done a massive shop. So when it all arrived this morning, it took up the entire front porch. And it took me about half an hour to put it away. Yeah, you can get an egg whisk online. You can get everything online. And that's what we do. We just get everything online. And anyway, I've already got 2 egg whisks, so how many do you need? But yeah, exciting. It's like everyone in the house is, oh, yeah, we got that, and oh, we got that. Yeah. So let me see. Clocks. That's another song I haven't played for a while. Hopefully I can still remember how it goes. You probably can't hear the rain through the microphone, but it's kind of nice, you know, that sound. That's how it goes, isn't it? This song is for Anthony. Lights go out and I can't be saved. Tides that I tried to swim against brought me down upon my knees. Oh, I beg and plead, singing, come out of things unsaid. Shoot an apple off my head and a trouble that can't be named. Tigers waiting to be tamed, singing. Oh, stops, closing walls and ticking clocks, gonna come back and take me home. I could not stop that you now know, singing down, down upon my seas, curse missed opportunities. Am I a part of the cure, or am I part of the disease? Singing you are, you are, you are, you are. Nothing else compares. Nothing else compares. Nothing else compares. You are, you are, you are, you are home. Home, where I wanted to go. Home, home, where I wanted to go. Home, home, where I wanted to go. Home, home, where I wanted to go. Thank you. I do like Coldplay. I've got a couple of Coldplay songs. I like the Scientist song as well. Sydney, you just ordered an online delivery, a movie air filter and multivitamins. Oh, excellent. That's excellent. You got them free. That's even better. Oh, thank you. So I thought I would play you something from the vault. This is a song from my brand new album, and you may have seen this video recently. It's one that I've just got done. And you know I love editing my own videos. This is not me. I wish I had this talent. But the song, I remember Pete, I think you told me this is the one that you like best from Wallflower. Maybe you even said it too, Sid, or it was one of the two that you liked best. So I thought I would play it. I was trying to go for a little bit of an Amy Winehouse vibe with the music, not with my voice, because there's only one Amy and, you know, she does Amy the best. I'm not going to try and do Amy. But just a little bit of a Motown-y 60s kind of feel in this song, but still the electronic elements that, you know, I like the best. And I sent out an email recently. By the way, if you're not on the email list, please join. It's just there at my website, amandaeaston.com, and big hand. And if you join, I will send you a little free music bundle to say thank you for paying attention to my music. But the last email I sent out asked if you were the kind of person who could stay friends with your ex or not. And I admitted that I'm not. But don't take that the wrong way. It's not because I hate my exes, and I've only had a handful, but it's because I find it too hard. Like someone that you've been so close to, but now you're broken up, but you're still expected just to kind of talk to and act as if everything's normal. I'm just shit at that. And Pete, you're excellent at it, and I so respect it. People that can become actual friends with their exes sometime in the future. I mean, if you give me enough years in between, I could probably do it, but certainly not in the near future of the relationship breaking up. So yeah, that's me. And so this song is, don't even take off your coat. You know you can't come in. I can't be your friend. That's what the song is about. And it's from the new Wallflower album.
Did you mean to look so damn good today? Are you back to remind me of the way? The view down memory lane is never quite the same. We're not two of a kind anymore. Don't even take off your coat. Got something to tell me then? Leave me a note. My words captured the back of my throat. I'm no longer yours, you're no longer mine. No, 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 don't even threw out your coffee cup, so no reason to stay. Don't make yourself at home, put that shot glass away. I won't change my mind, so don't take your time. I know I'm not falling apart anymore. Don't even take off your coat. Got something to tell me then? Leave me a note. My words captured the back of my throat. I'm no longer yours, you're no longer mine. No, 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 don't even. You know I would have changed my hair for you. Didn't have the chance to show you all I could do. Don't even cry, you know it's a lie. I don't love you too. Don't even take off your coat. Got something to tell me then? Leave me a note. My words captured the back of my throat. I'm no longer yours, you're no longer mine. No, 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 don't even.
So I'm looking at the request list now. If you want to make a request, I mean, you're welcome just to ask for something. Oh, and Anthony, I'll check out that song. I got to say, I haven't heard of Tom Odell, I don't think. Sometimes I've heard a song and I haven't realised who the artist is, but I will check it out. It's always good to discover something new. If you want to have a look at the existing request list, you can type an exclamation mark and then the word list straight after without a gap. I'll just see if I can do it. Where is it? Trying to find the exclamation mark. There we go. Oh, that's it. Thank you. So that's it. It will take you away from the stream, but you can always copy the link and open up a new thing in the browser, or just go away and come back if you want to check out the songs that I actually know. And here's one that David requested, and I thought it probably carries on quite well after that song. It's got a... I don't think the sentiment in my song is quite as aggressive. I think Alanis Morissette is a little bit more upset than I was when I wrote that song. This is a fun song to do with the band because you can really belt it out, but I'll do a slightly gentler version. I want you to know I'm happy for you. I wish nothing but the best for you both. An older version of me, is she perverted like me? Will she go down on you in a theater? Does she speak eloquently? And will she have your baby? I'm sure she'll make a really excellent mother. 'Cause the love that you gave that we made wasn't able to make it enough for you to be open wide. No. And every time you speak her name, does she know how you told me you'd hold me until you died? Till you died, but you're still alive. And I'm here to remind you of the mess you left when you went away. It's not fair to deny me of the cross I bear that you gave to me. You ought to know. You seem very well. Things look peaceful. I'm not quite as well. I thought you should know. Did you forget about me, Mr. Duplicity? I hate to bug you in the middle of dinner. It was a slap in the face, how quickly I was replaced. And are you thinking of me when you fuck her? 'Cause the love that you gave that we made wasn't able to make it enough for you to be open wide. No. And every time you speak her name, does she know how you told me you'd hold me until you died? Till you died, but you're still alive. And I'm here to remind you of the mess you left when you went away. It's not fair to deny me of the cross I bear that you gave to me. You ought to know. Ooh, oh, oh. Ooh, oh, oh, oh. 'Cause the joke that you laid in the bed, that was me. And I'm not gonna go as soon as you close your eyes. And you know it. And every time I scratch my nail down someone else's back, I hope you feel it. Well, can you feel it? 'Cause I'm here to remind you of the mess you left when you went away. It's not fair to deny me of the cross I bear that you gave to me. You ought to know. Makes me feel good performing that song. I'm not angry, but if I was, I would have got it out. Gotta love Alanis. I was a massive fan of Alanis when she came out. And I got to see her. I actually got to see her, which is a big deal in Australia. We don't get as many international artists, obviously, as you would if you're in the UK or the US. She came out here. I actually saw her in Japan. I was living in Japan and I was singing over there. I mean, that was the job that I was doing there. And there was an Alanis Morissette concert announced. May the fleas of 1,000 camels infest her armpits. Not Alanis, that's your ex, yeah. A concert was announced, and I was working 6 nights a week performing with a band in a big club, which was just the best time. And I thought, I'm never going to be able to go to a concert because it'll clash with my work. But the really weird thing is in Japan, the concerts, and obviously I'm talking stadium concerts, they start at 5:00 p.m. Like in Australia, a concert like that wouldn't start till you might have a support act at 7:30 or 8:00, and it's a real nighttime thing. But for some reason, they start really early. So I was able to go to, and having said that, my work started at like 9 p.m. So even though I was singing, obviously it's not the, stadium kind of concerts. My work started at 9:00 in a big club, but in a proper big stadium concert, they started at 5, which is perfect because I got to see a whole lot of artists that I might not have got to see if, they had normal concert time. So I saw Alanis Morissette over there, and she was really good, but I remember she was extraordinarily nervous. Cranberries, Zombie. Yes, I've got to add that to my list. Again, another song that's so good, and Zombie. Yeah, I'll have to practice that one. That's a good song though. She was great in concert, but really, really nervous. And then I thought, okay, she kind of was starting out, I suppose, in those days. And then I saw her as a support act for Garbage, which is one of my favourite bands. I love Garbage. They came to Sydney, and that's when I was back here, obviously. And Alanis was the support. And again, she was really nervous. And then I read about how she's an introvert. She finds it really difficult to go on stage and perform. And I get that. It's not the easiest thing to do in the world, but for me, I love it. And if I get nervous, the nerves pass really quickly, and I just adore it. But for someone like her, she struggles through the whole show, and I guess it's just, everybody's different. But she's a great performer anyway, and a great singer-songwriter. You're going to see a show, Bill Engvall. I'm sorry, I don't know who he is. Bill, I can't even say it. Bill Engvall. Please tell me who that is, and I'll have to check him out as well. But there's no concert going for any of us. I mean, I normally do 4 or 5 shows a week, and I can't do any at the moment. All right, let me see. I've got my phone here because this is what I'm looking at the request song list on, and I'm going to tick them off as I go. Oh, he's a comedy guy. That's what we all need at the moment, a bit of comedy. No, that's brilliant. I would love to go out and see a comedian at the moment. I mean, thank goodness for YouTube, huh? But speaking of comedy, and you know how I love my funny animal videos, I saw this one in the feed this morning, and I can totally imagine Smokey doing this. She's a little rascal. Smokey is not with me today, but we have had to put her food inside a zip-up kind of sack, because even though it's got a box, and then, this is the non-fresh meat food, the dry cat food, she bites through like a rat. She bites through all the cardboard of the box and into the plastic. And then in the morning, her little cat biscuits end up all over the floor. So you have to put it's inside like a proper thick bag with a zip around it. But I saw this, it reminded me of Smokey. How smart is that cat? Oh, I love it. All right, now, this is for Cheeky David, and he's cheeky because he said, you don't do my requests, and I learnt this song specially for David. Oh, Sinead O'Connor. Anthony, you and I have got really similar tastes. I've got to tell you though, as you can probably tell, I'm only a basic piano player and I'm a professional singer, but the piano is a newer instrument to me. And so even though I could probably sing a lot of those songs, I can't play them on the piano yet, but I adore Sinead. I went to see, actually, I got to say, I was a little bit disappointed. I went to see Sinead O'Connor and I'm a massive fan back to her first album. And it was at the Sydney Opera House, which is obviously a very posh kind of, concert hall. And a lot of the people that would go to the Opera House are people that might not go and see concerts elsewhere. So a lot of people like us that just love music will go and see concerts all over the place. But there are people that will go to the Opera House that won't go anywhere else, and they're only a once-a-year concert goer, right? And so I think I've put on a couple of shows at the Opera House myself as a promoter and a performer, so I very much understand the demographic of the kind of people that go. And so Sinead O'Connor puts a show on there. You're going to get people that are not rock fans forever. They're kind of people that have heard her main hit on the radio. And obviously her biggest hit was Nothing Compares to You. And so if you're going to be Sinead O'Connor and play a song at the opera, play a show at the Opera House, obviously you choose, you're the artist, you choose what songs you're going to perform. But you do have to consider your audience. This is my opinion anyway. And so play the stuff that, half the audience hasn't heard. That's fine. You're the artist. They've come to see you. But you do have to play your one big hit. And she didn't. She didn't play Nothing Compares to You. She played maybe 2 songs off her first album, which is the album that I adore. And she played a whole lot of stuff that was, not so well known. So I was still happy and I loved the concert, but I really felt for people that had gone, oh yeah, let's go and see her. She's the one that sang Nothing Compares to You, and they didn't know her other material. And Opera House tickets are like 80, 90, $100. So I didn't think that was very cool of her to not play that song. She can play that song and then everything else just exactly what she wants to. I just think, you do owe it. If you're asking people to come and see you and pay money, then you do owe something to them. Yes, you're the artist and you should be able to make up your own mind, but at the same time, you've asked people to pay to come and see you. So, but I will learn that song too. You keep picking songs that I love and then I feel guilty not being able to play. This one's for David.
There is a house in New Orleans. They call it the Rising Sun, and it's been the ruin of many a poor boy. And God, I know I'm one. Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. I once was lost, but now I'm found. Was blind, but now I see. 'Twas grace that taught my heart to fear, and grace my fears relieved. How precious did that grace appear the hour I first believed. Well, we've been there 10,000 years, bright shining as the sun. We've no less days to sing God's praise than when we first begun. Well, I got one foot on the platform, the other foot on the train. I'm going back to New Orleans.
Thank you. Yeah, I did a different version, kind of a mix of, obviously it's supposed to be a mix of the Animals, House of the Rising Sun, and the traditional hymn, Amazing Grace. And I do that, but I kind of wanted to put a little bit of my own twist on it. Yeah, Eric's vocals are very gravelly. Well, I could be gravelly if I sang this after I drank a whole lot of whiskey. Are you from Dublin? Oh, I gotta go there. I've been very lucky to have travelled a lot, and I have been to the UK and Europe and the States and a lot of Asia, from Sri Lanka to Thailand to China to Japan. I lived in Japan for a few years, and I've toured a lot. But I have never been to Ireland. And I've got some Irish in my heritage, mostly Scottish, Welsh, French, English. But there is a bit of Irish as well. And I really got to go. We can't go anywhere at the moment. I was having a discussion actually with Larry, and some of you know Larry, just on Facebook this morning. And he was saying, you need to come over to the States. But in Australia, we're being very, very strict as far as travel goes, because we've been very lucky to have such low, well, not really only luck, but to have very low COVID numbers. And because we're an island, we have a certain amount of natural border that we can protect ourselves with. But travel is tricky. And I don't think we're going to be able to go to Europe or the States. I think it's going to be a couple of years. I really think it's going to be quite a while. And honestly, as much as I miss traveling, and as much as I really want to come to the States and to places like Ireland and Canada, there's so many places that I really want to visit. In some cases again, in some cases for the first time, like Dublin, particularly in Ireland. I do feel that, I'm not necessarily a fan of our government, but I do feel like they're doing their best in difficult circumstances to protect us. Yes, that place across the ditch has a bit smaller island. Well, two main islands in New Zealand, and if we're allowed to go anywhere in the near future, it will be there, because they have zero COVID numbers, or close to, and they've been very tough as well, the same way we have. So it's funny, I do totally get both sides of the argument. And, anybody that has a different opinion to me is very welcome to it, and I'm never going to be judgmental about that. But I've had, some friends send me messages saying, if you want to keep your freedom, come on this march. And I get the whole point about freedom. But for me, and, we're in lockdown and our government has fairly harsh rules. And so a lot of people will see that as taking away freedoms. And I completely understand why you would think that. From my point of view, I have a child who has really bad asthma, and everyone in my family has bad asthma. And if any of us get COVID, it could be really nasty. So for me, we're being extra cautious, but also I feel like our government owes us a certain amount of protection. And for me, freedom is being able to walk out in the outside world and go shopping, go travelling or whatever, without a major fear of a disease that has a high chance of killing me hanging over my head. So it's a different way of looking at freedom, and I get both sides. So, you see I think, Sid, you and I are very much on the same kind of political wavelength, because I see your posts and I think we think quite similarly. And I get people that say it's a conspiracy as well, because, you read enough science fiction books and movies, and these things can be very close to the bone reality-wise. And, this kind of thing has happened in plenty of those times. But anyway, I don't think it is. But, I get it if you do. All right, this is another request. This is from you, Sydney. Just going to make sure I tick them off as I go. And don't forget, if you want to go and check out the song list, go to streamersonglist.com and search me. Not me, M-E. Yeah, I know, Sydney, you're protecting your mum as well. And it is sometimes about protecting other people rather than just yourself, for sure. Although, I also get bad asthma and respiratory kind of issues as well. So, just excuse me while I... if you can see the chat coming through, I got to say, it's usually on YouTube, and we get some lovely people on YouTube like you, obviously, Anthony, and I've met lots of really nice people through YouTube that are just, want to hang out and listen to some music and all that kind of thing. And then you get this really... I think it's a little bit sad because I think people like this just obviously have some sadness in their life and they need to kind of lash out. But I just think, I don't know, I would never waste my time just trolling random people. I've just got better things to do. And so I'm just spending a little bit of time blocking some random people. And I'm sorry, random people, if you ever wanted just to have, a nice chat and things are obviously bothering you in your life, I'm a good listener. But if you're going to be kind of posting just silly stuff, that's kind of rude and inane and not very intelligent, then I'm just going to block you. Well, I've only got requests in the streamer song list from David and Sydney. Other people are requesting stuff in the feed, which is all good. You can try that as well. So I have, sorry, if you're going to call yourself something like that, I'm really sorry. And I know it's only because things aren't going well for you in your life, but I can't have that. Sorry. Yeah, there was a few of those. But if you're still listening, mister, I'm not even going to say your name. And you can come back with a more normal name. You are so welcome. It's always awesome to meet new people. And you might have noticed I like a chat. So please, you are so welcome. But you've got to have a name that's not really offensive to everybody else. Okay, this is a song from you, Sydney. Ain't no sunshine when he's gone. Oh, can you excuse me again? Yeah, look. If that makes me a classic Aussie, then I am proud to be a classic Aussie. Really? And who has that many YouTube profiles? I mean, you only have that many YouTube profiles because you want attention, which, I'm giving you. But you only have them so you can flick from one to the other when you get blocked because you're going to be. And I'm really sorry. I'm sorry for you that, you have to waste your time trying to get attention from people that you don't even know. And it's hard. Like, people are in lockdown and don't have people to talk to, and it sucks. But I think there are nice ways you can get attention. And I'm, as I said, always happy to have a chat as long as it doesn't involve things that are really offensive to the majority of the population. Ain't no sunshine when he's gone. It's not warm when he's away. Ain't no sunshine when he's gone, and he's always gone too long. Anytime he goes away, wonder this time when he's gone. Wonder if he's gonna stay. Ain't no sunshine when he's gone, and this house just ain't no home. Anytime he goes away, I know, I know, I know, I know. See, I know, I know, I know, I know. I know, no, 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 no. See, I know, I know. Hey, you
leave your things alone. Ain't no sunshine when he's gone. Wonder this time when he's gone. Wonder if he's gonna stay. Ain't no sunshine when he's gone, and this house just ain't no home anytime he goes away. I know, I know, I know, I know. Say I know, I know, I know, I know. I know, no, 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 no. Say I know, I know. Hey, you wanna leave your things alone. Ain't no sunshine when he's gone. Ain't no sunshine when he's gone. Only darkness every day. Ain't no sunshine when he's gone, and this house just ain't no home anytime he goes away. Anytime he goes away. Anytime.
Sung by Bill Withers, and it was actually also done. I wonder if you guys, you non-Australian guys, have heard of Marsha Hines. She's another overseas performer that we've kind of grabbed as our own. Ooh. Oh, that's terrible, Sydney. Oh, my goodness. I hope they find that child. Oh, anything about children and them coming to harm is always horrific, but especially when you're a parent, I think. Yeah, that song was released maybe in the 90s, maybe the 80s, by the daughter of a singer who was an American singer who came over here doing Jesus Christ Superstar, the musical. So she was brought over from the US, and she ended up making a really great career for herself here. Oh, Mr. Potty Trainer, you do have some funny names, but you're so welcome. And I personally think that if you're angry or upset about anything, that music and people to talk to is kind of the two things. Oh, thank you. I appreciate the apology. But as I said, if you're sincerely here to just have a chat and listen to some music, then you are so welcome. So welcome. So Marsha Hines was the mum, and she ended up making a really good career for herself. And she had a daughter here, Denny Hines, who ended up actually doing really well in the UK. She moved over to London and had a career in Australia and the UK. So I'm not sure how many people who have heard of that. Oh. There are some sad things happening in the world, but, you know, we can be a little oasis of friendliness and niceness here. But I hope you enjoyed that song. That was for you, Sydney. And can somebody do me a favour, please, and also post the streamer song list link again, which is ! And the word list straight after with no gap. And then I think you have to be on Twitch, unfortunately, although you can see the song list just if you go and visit the link, but I'm not sure if you can actually request unless you're on Twitch. But you can just type it in the feed, and I'm happy to. Thank you. Thanks, Sid. And I'm happy to, if I can play it, I will. All right. Now, this is a song that David has just requested, and it definitely requires me to play this first. Now, I remember the last time I played that video, our friend Fred, who is from the UK, said, "What does daggy mean again?" And I won't give you the long version. Daggy means kind of nerdy and geeky and uncool. But as I said in that little video, daggy but awesome. So that would be my the best compliment anyone could give me, that I was daggy but awesome. I don't mind being daggy at all. But this song that David has requested, oh, David, I hear you, mate. Some of the best songs. I did add Purple People Eat It to my request list, especially for you guys. Yeah, David, I totally love daggy music. And you know what? I don't actually think it really is daggy. When I say daggy in the most affectionate way, I think a lot of those songs are just really accessible to people and catchy and brilliantly written tunes. And, you know, the Cool Brigade in the world just look down their nose at that sometimes. But this is one of those songs. And, you know, I had never played this song, but there's a gentleman at the casino where I do my solo gigs when I could do gigs because I'm in lockdown now. And he used to ask for this song. So I learned it specially for him. I kind of learned it on the spot, though. It's a song that, you know, if you're walking through a shopping centre, you might hear it, and it's a song that you kind of know, but you don't know. And I think I might have seen the movie when I was a little kid.
Born free as the wind blows, as free as the grass grows, born free to follow your heart. Live free as beauty surrounds you. The world still astounds you each time you look at a star. Stay free when no walls divide you. You're free as a roaring tide, so there's no need to hide. Born free, and life is worth living, but only worth living 'cause you're born free. Stay free when no walls divide you. You're free as a roaring tide, so there's no need to hide. Born free, and life is worth living, but only worth living 'cause you're born free.
There you go. Did you request that because of our talk about freedom? I just realised it as I was playing it. And so now, to prove that he likes songs that aren't necessarily daggy, David has requested Bad Guy Billie Eilish. Do you like Billie? I love Billie. I think she's fabulous. Amazing songwriter, and I really love her kind of chilled out style. All right, so this is an issue I sometimes have with a longer live stream, because when I sing, I have to drink a lot of water because that is what helps. Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one, David. That's definitely daggy. Love Story, Andy Williams. Yeah, I'm going to do that later. I have to drink a lot of water when I'm singing, you know, because, I just have to. And then I need to go to the loo, but I'm on a live stream. Because if I was doing a real life gig, I would do like a 40-minute set, have a 20-minute break, have a 40-minute set. But can't do that here, really. I can't go, excuse me, toilet break. But you know what? I'm going to say, excuse me, toilet break. But I'm going to play Whiskey is Better. Well, I could do that too, but then my voice would really roughen up, which, maybe it's not a bad thing. So I did try this once before. Let me see. How long is this video? See, the trouble is I've got an automatic staircase that I have to put down and then put up and then actually go to the toilet, which is at the other end of the house. So let's see how I do, huh? See you soon.
Life can be short when you have it all. Love can be short when you know it all. All alone, all that I ever needed. All alone, with something to hide. All alone, all that I ever needed. All alone, you were there all the time. Soft in our sleep, time is a blur. Strong on our own, together tender. Never enough, me without you. A mark on my mind, forever tattooed. All alone, all that I ever needed. All alone, with something to hide. All alone, all that I ever needed. All alone, you were there all the time. All I ever needed. All alone, was there all the time. All I ever needed. All alone, was there all the time. All I ever needed.
I made it. I thought that was pretty good. That's like 3.5 minutes. And oh, Pete, that would be fantastic. Thank you. A message from Peter Northcote. I think I've introduced you guys to him cyberly before, but you know, one of Australia's best guitarists, producers, really well-known musical personality in Australia, I would say. And he does really well on Twitch. He's got more friends than I do. But he just said that he would bring over his people. There's this thing called Twitch that's have not seen that in 100 years. Is that Betty Boop? Yeah, I know. I love Betty Boop. I love all those vintage cartoons. But Pete said that he would do a raid. See, on Twitch, there's this thing. So if he's live streaming now, then and he's about to finish, he'll say, all right, come on, people, let's go over and visit someone else. And so he'll bring his audience over to say hello. So that's such a nice thing for him to do. And I'll definitely be here for another 30 minutes. Okay, here's a song that I'm just marking off the requests as I go. Born Free is gone. I enjoyed doing that. Thank you for requesting that one. So I'm going to do, this is a song from Wendy Matthews. And I wonder, David, if you knew this before you heard me do it before. It's, Wendy Matthews is a Canadian singer who I used to do backing vocals with. And she also, like many international performers, she came to Australia doing a tour with the Little River Band, I think. Yes, it would be nice to see more peeps. Not that the peeps I have aren't awesome, because quality is more important than quantity. But yeah, it's always nice to see more. And yeah, Wendy Matthews was an artist who came from Canada, French Quebec, I believe. And she came over here on a tour and never left. I like to think that's because Australia is awesome. And this is a song that was actually originally a French dance tune, apparently, that she twisted and made her own. It was a really big hit in Australia. Hey, does it ever make you wonder what's on my mind? Hey, I was only ever running back to your side. I never cried, I just watched my life go by. It's just a pack of lies, 'cause you're leaving me behind. Hey, after this long, is there nothing I'll keep? Oh, I can't shout, you pretend you're falling asleep. I never lied, yeah, believing that you're mine. It's just a waste of time, 'cause you're leaving me behind. Hey, there's not a cloud in the sky, it's as blue as your blue goodbye. And I thought that it would rain on a day like today. Hey, there's not a cloud in sight, it's as blue as your blue goodbye. And I thought that it would rain the day you went away. Hey, does it ever make you wonder what's on my mind? Ooh, yeah, I was only ever running back to your side. Hey, there's not a cloud in the sky, it's as blue as your blue goodbye. And I thought that it would rain on a day like today. Hey, there's not a cloud in sight, it's as blue as your blue goodbye. And I thought that it would rain on the day you went away. He's on the buses and the aeroplanes, with some groceries and a sleeping bag. David, you've come to the ends of your requests. I will let you if I tick this off, because every time I tick something off, you should have more space. Gosh, Bad Guy by Billie Eilish. Let's see. It's been a little while too, but good song. White shirt, now red my blood, you know sleeping. You're on your tippy toes creeping. Like night I know, think you're so criminal. Bruises on both my knees for you. Don't say thank you or please. I do what I want when I'm wanting to. My soul so cynical. So you're a tough guy, like it really rough guy. Just can't get enough guy, just always so puff guy. I'm that bad type, make your mama sad type, make your girlfriend mad type, might seduce your dead type. I'm the bad guy. I like it when you take control, even if you know that you don't own me. I'll let you play the role, I'll be your animal. My mommy likes to sing along with me, but she won't miss a song if she reads all the lyrics. She'll pity the men I know. So you're a tough guy, like it really rough guy, just can't get enough guy, just always so puff guy. I'm that bad type, makes your mama mad type, make your girlfriend mad type, might seduce your dead type. I'm a bad guy. I like it when you get mad. I guess I'm pretty glad that you're alone. You said she's scared of me. I mean, I don't see what she sees, but maybe it's 'cause I'm wearing your cologne. I'm a bad guy. I'm a bad guy. I like the one about tears in a swimming pool too. Tears could fill a swimming pool. Oh, that is sad. Oh, my goodness. You didn't. You requested Purple People Eater. Oh, my goodness. Yes, that's another song I have to learn. It's about the models and the tears in the swimming pool. Yeah, I think that's her best song, actually. I need to learn that one. All right, but I'm going to go Daggy now. As I said, Daggy but awesome. Okay, so this is for you, David, as well. You know, I'm happy to hear songs from other people. Don't be shy. But I tell you what, these guys are doing pretty well. Picking fun songs. Where do I begin to tell the story of how great a love can be? A sweet love story that is older than the sea. The simple truth about the love she brings to me. Where do I start? With her first hello,
know she gave new meaning to this empty world of mine. There'll never be another love, another time. She came into my life and made the living fine. She fills my heart. I need glasses. She fills my heart with very special things, with angel songs and wild imagining. She fills my soul with so much love, and everywhere I am, I'm never lonely. With her alone, who could be lonely? I reach for her hand, it's always there. How long does it last? Can love be measured by the hours in a day? I have no answers now, but this much I can say. I know I'll need her till the stars all burn away, and she'll be there. Hey, there you go. I promised I would do a daggy but awesome song for you. Hi, Jenny. How are you going? It's nice to see new folks here. Thank you so much for joining me. And we have a request for one of my songs. So if you'd like to make a request, hey, how are you? It's very nice to see you. I'm sure I know some of you from Pete's live streams, and I think I'm allowed to say we've got an ISO duo coming up, so keep an eye for that. It's a new one. Thank you. I was just about to say, can someone please post the link to the song list? Doesn't mean you can't try to request another song. So good to see you, Lady Penelope. I love that. Is that from, what is that show? They rebooted it recently and I got my son to watch it. Oh my goodness, about the people, the kind of the funny puppet people in the rocket ships. Is that Lady Penelope? I might be completely wrong. Peter said good day. Oh, good on, Pete. Thunderbirds. Thank you. Yes, Thunderbirds. Everybody knows about me. I mean, I think you did pretty well when I said, you know, the funny puppet people in the rocket ships, and you still knew what I was talking about. All right, this is one of my songs, and this has been requested by Dave. And if you do want to request a song, you're very welcome to go to that list and press the button. Otherwise, just put it in their feed and I will do my best. This is a song. I kind of feel a bit vain saying this. One night, I was at a songwriter's night and I wasn't there to perform myself. I was just watching my friends, and someone sang a song, a singer-songwriter sang a song, and I thought it was about me. It might have been about me. I mean, I don't know. But I wrote a song called Girl in the Song, and think of how many songs are about girls and have girls' names. Sarah, Fleetwood Mac. I mean, there's a trillion of them, and I think it's quite intriguing to find out the stories behind the songs. So this is a song about being the girl in the song, or not. Just being vain and thinking people are writing songs about you, like Carly Simon. I bet you think the song is about you, don't you? Hi, Stu. Hi, Kaz. Kez. Hi, Kez. Are you a cat person? I usually have a little cat at my streams, but she has abandoned me today. Ooh, hey, hey, ooh, hey, hey, hey. You look at me in the eye while you're singing about her. Don't see the crowd of 1,000 people here. Truth can be heavy. Is this your way of telling me you want me near? Am I the girl in the song that you're singing? Am I the angelic night that keeps your head spinning? Am I the girl in the song? Is the pillow of my lips and the nape of my neck, the curve of my back and the light in my green eyes? Is it me in the melody? Love is woven there. Am I the one who makes you high? Am I the girl in the song that you're hearing? Am I the one that gives you reason for living? Am I the girl in the song? Will we stay enshrined there? Is it safer there? The song will always have you wanting me. Am I the girl in the song that I'm hearing? Am I the one that gives you reason for living? Am I the girl in the song? Am I the girl in the song that you're singing? Am I the angelic night that keeps your head spinning? Am I the girl in the song? Ooh, yeah, yeah. Ooh, yeah, yeah.
Oh, thank you for your request. That was Girl in the Song, and that's a song that I wrote and from my latest Wallflower album. And that was supposed to be being launched officially, the vinyl actually version. The album itself has been out since January or February, but the vinyl version is very cool. I'm a massive cat lover too, Kez. Kez is just saying that she's been to yes, I know you, Kerry, right? That's the trouble, right? Sometimes I can't decipher the names of the what do you call them? Handles. Is that what the cool kids call them? But yes, Kerry, lovely. Now I recognise your little icon picture. It's lovely to see you. And I have met Kerry at one of our Rumours shows. And I got to say, so I'm missing the vinyl launch of my album, Wallflower, which is July 22nd, because of course we will all be in lockdown. But I'm missing lots of shows like Rumours and, I do a lot of tribute shows. The Rumours Fleetwood Mac one is probably the best. Lovely to see you, Kerry. And that is probably the most popular one, I think, the Rumours show. My favourite to do, and I do 12 different tribute shows, can you believe it, when I'm working. My favourite is Blondie versus Pretenders. And actually, I know I've got pink hair at the moment, but before I went pink during lockdown, I've been blonde, and I went blonde specifically to do this show. And Blondie is probably one of my favourite bands. I've actually got a little live clip of Blondie versus Pretenders, and I mean, for the Aussies among us, have a look at the band, because I'm sure you know the peeps in the band. And in this particular clip, I mean, we have kind of a floating membership of the band because when we are all working, not everyone is always available for every gig. But this particular gig, we actually have the rhythm section from Ice House. So we have Paul Wheeler on drums and Steve Bull on bass. And I think this is probably my favourite Blondie song too.
So this next song contains my favourite Blondie lyric of all time. And it's, I will give you my finest hour, the one I spent watching you shower. Very deep.
Your phone is on fire. Yeah, and apologies, I can't tell from this end, but apparently the video is a bit out of sync. Hopefully you got the idea anyway. That is probably the show that I'm missing the most, and actually at the very beginning of lockdown, that show was scheduled. And it's a weird thing. I would have thought that the worldwide love of Blondie and the Pretenders that you see would translate to Australian audiences for a tribute show of the same, but our rumours show that Fleetwood Mac does so well, and we work it when we are working, you know, at least once a week. But the Blondie versus Pretenders thing just doesn't have the popularity. When we do it, people seem to love it, and we build up an audience in that particular venue that always want to come back because, you know, Serena and I kind of produced the show, and I think we did a pretty good job. We've got an amazing band, and there's so many great Blondie and Pretenders songs that when people go, they go, oh, that song or that song. But, you know, when they just see Blondie versus Pretenders or Blondie and Pretenders as bands, they just... Even there was a Blondie tribute show who actually featured Blondie's original drummer, Clem Burke. Can you believe it? He is in a Blondie tribute show that's based in the UK in London, I think. They were supposed to come over here. It was pre-pandemic. And I got tickets, and eventually the show didn't come here. It got cancelled. And I think it's because of ticket sales. Just so you know. Yeah, Star-Crosser. I've seen them together at the Enmore as well. How good were they? I got to say, I'm a really big fan of Blondie and the Pretenders, but probably more so Blondie. But I got to say, and I hate to say it, but I think Pretenders wiped the floor with Blondie at that gig, if it's the same one that I went to. I loved both bands. I'm always going to love both bands, and I'll continue to see them, even when Debbie Harry's 110. I just love them, but I do think that Chrissie Hynde was just so good. And, you know, they were all good, but Chrissie, on fire. A Heart tribute band. How cool is that? Yeah, Pretenders for you. People do tend to be really on one side or the other, which is why it wasn't my concept, but why the promoter came up with Blendy versus Pretenders. Yeah, they were both great, right? And I really would be happy to see either band by themselves at any time, and I love both their music. But you do get people, it's a little bit like that. Was it Beatles versus... Who was it? Beatles versus... The Stones, I think, was a thing in the 60s. I remember my dad talking about that you kind of had to take sides. And, there are people, you know, that come to our gigs that kind of come up to me and go, I like the Pretenders better. Okay, sorry. But, yeah, I agree. They're both great. But you do tend to have a preference for one or the other. Stones for you? Yes, I am a Stones girl as well. But I mean, the Beatles, right? The Beatles are still magnificent. And actually, Star-Crosser, I don't know if you want to tell me your real name. You certainly don't have to if you don't want to, because Star-Crosser is an awesome name. But you've requested an Amy Winehouse song, and I hope you don't mind. I'm going to do a different Amy Winehouse one than the one you actually requested. Only because I haven't got a chart of Valerie here at the moment, and I don't trust my memory. But this is another song from... this is from her first album, actually. Valerie came a little bit after, I think. Carol, nice to meet you. Meet you downstairs in the barn hut, your rolled up sleeves and your skull t-shirt. You say, what did you do with him today? And sniff me out like I was Tanqueray. 'Cause you're my fella, my guy. Hand me your Stella and fly. By the time I'm out the door, you tear me down like Roger Moore. I cheated myself like I knew I would. I told you I was trouble. You know that I'm no good. Upstairs in bed with my ex-boy. He's in a place but I can't get no joy. Thinking of you in the final throes. This is when my buzzer goes. Run out to meet ya, chips and pita. You say when we're married, 'cause you're not bitter. There'll be none of him no more. I cry for you on the kitchen floor. I cheated myself like I knew I would. I told you I was trouble. You know that I'm no good. Sweet reunion, Jamaica and Spain. We're like how we were again. I'm in the tub, you on the seat. Lick your lips as I soak my feet. Then you notice little carpet burn. My stomach drops and my guts churn. You shrug and it's the worst. Who truly stuck that knife in first? I cheated myself like I knew I would. I told you I was trouble. You know that I'm no good. I cheated myself like I knew I would. I told you I was trouble. You know that I'm no good. Oh, a little bit of Amy Winehouse, and that was for Carol. I hope you enjoyed that one. I'm just going to have a little look at the list here. Ah, there's some good choices. Jenny, are you still there, Jenny? Thank you so much for joining us. Let me have a go at this one. Now, maybe everybody in the world knew this. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Carol. Maybe everybody else knew this except for me. But it was only when I went to the Parks Elvis Festival. Now, Australians will know about that. My overseas friends might not, but basically it's a combination of every kind of Elvis impersonator and Elvis fan from all around the country, from every age, from every stature, from every genre, every gender. Everybody goes to this little country town in New South Wales to celebrate Elvis, and why wouldn't you? And I was very excited to be invited to do backing vocals one time, a few years ago now, and it was on the main stage. I think it was the closing event of the festival, which is like a 3, 4, 5-day festival. And I had so much fun just walking around and seeing all the Elvis impersonators, and so much fun. Yes, the King for sure. And something happened to the lineup. I'm not sure quite what happened, but one of the organisers came up to myself and another girl, Rebecca Henry, for those who are local, and we were both doing backing vocals for a particular Elvis show. And they said, do you know Black Velvet? Yes, that's right. You told me, said there's an Elvis weekend here in Yuma in Arizona. Oh, nice one. And they said, we were going to go on in 20 minutes or something. We were about to go on. We were all dressed and ready backstage. And this guy goes, do either of you know Black Velvet? And we both went, kinda, because it's one of those songs that, most chick singers kinda know. And they said, can you please do it? I can't even remember the reason. I think they had to pad out the show because maybe one of the performers couldn't make it. So they were trying all these different ways. And I said, Black Velvet, but that's not an Elvis song. And the guy's like, yeah, but it's about Elvis. And I didn't know, and I felt so stupid. But anyway, we didn't really know it, all the lyrics, but we managed to, of course, with the help of Google. Yeah, I miss Rebecca Henry performing live. She's awesome. With the help of Google, we decided that we'd be able to get a verse in our heads, the lyrics, because we're on a massive stage. It's like a big open air, huge show, and we didn't want to have lyrics in front of us. We didn't even have time to write them out barely. So we remembered the lyrics of a verse each, and we split the song. And it was so much fun, and I don't think it was too obvious that we hadn't, practiced it as such. So this is for you, Jenny. And did I say hello to you, Stu? I hope your dentist appointment went well. You will have to excuse me. This is a lot of the songs that I do on piano are songs that I've been kind of requested and I do on the spot. So you're not going to get any maestro playing from me on the piano. Not that you would get any maestro playing from me on the piano, even if I did practice them, because I'm a singer who can accompany themselves just. So you will forgive me, I hope. That's why it's called live. When I make a mistake, it's only just to prove that it's live and not pre-recorded. I do it completely on purpose. Everyone needs an excuse. This is for you, Jenny.
Mississippi in the middle of a dry spell, Jimmy Rogers and the patroller at high. Mama's dancing, the baby's on her shoulder. The sun is setting like molasses in the sky. The boy could sing you how to move everything, always wanting more. He'd leave you longing for black velvet in that little boy's smile, black velvet in that slow southern style. A new religion that'll bring you to your knees, black velvet if you please. Up in Memphis, the music's like a heat wave. White lightning is bound to drive you wild. Mama's baby in the heart of every schoolgirl. Leave me tenderlies and crying in the aisles. The way he moved, it was a sin so sweet and true. Always wanting more, he'd leave you longing for black velvet in that little boy's smile, black velvet in that slow southern style. A new religion that'll bring you to your knees, black velvet if you please. Every word of every song that he sang is for you. In a flash he was gone, it happened so soon. What could you really do? Black velvet in that little boy's smile, black velvet in that slow southern style. A new religion that'll bring you to your knees, black velvet if you please. Black velvet in that little boy's smile, black velvet in that slow southern style. A new religion that'll bring you to your knees, black velvet if you please.
Yeah, I remember that was one of your favourites too, Stu. So I'm very happy to do it. It's not a mistake, it's your take. Well, that is one very nice way of looking at it. Yeah, thanks, guys. Okay, let me see. What else have I got to play you? Oh, thanks, David. You know I love my funny animal videos, and this is another one that passed by my feed this morning. And I often, I'm a massive cat lover, and I normally have a little cat assistant here that loves, dancing all over the keyboard and pressing the buttons so that I end up playing all these kind of space age. You probably can't really see it. It's a very space age kind of keyboard here. For those who know, that's a good look. For those who know these things, it's a Nord. I'm still cutting myself off. See, live streams. That's what you get. Yeah, I've got a Nord. It's a beautiful keyboard, and I don't do it justice. But when I'm recording, I get a lot more out of it. It's got some really fantastic synth sounds, and all sorts of really crazy, spacey sci-fi sounds, which I really like. Oh, was it Chip? I'm sorry. Well, you're very welcome. Why was it a pain in the butt to get on? Once you're here, it shouldn't be. Once you're on actual Twitch. But it's lovely to see you. So we have people from all around the world here, which is such a lovely thing. It's just, it blows my mind. I'm so glad I wasn't in the pandemic back the Spanish flu times, because there's no internet. Oh, it was a bureaucracy mess. I hate it when those kind of things happen, and I apologise on, was it Twitch's fault or was it the internet? Really, I find it quite useful just to blame the internet quite often. All right, this is a request from David. It's a song from Chris Isaac. And I know I disappeared for a second there, but I had to twirl a dial on my pedal. Oh, Chip has been through a lot to be here. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Technology, though, I mean, I have a love-hate relationship with it. And I used to work for Microsoft in my another complete lifetime. It was a different world, that's for sure. For those who don't know, I know some of you have heard the story, but I had a real life and a real job. I went to university and, like my parents wanted me to, and I ended up going to Charles Sturt University in Bathurst and studying marketing and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, it was a marketing and broadcast journalism degree, a combination of both. And I only did it because I was more interested in the broadcast journalism side of things rather than the marketing. But I did fall in love with marketing, when I was there. And when I left, I got a job at Microsoft, which is just this tiny little, computer company that you probably haven't heard of. And I learnt a lot. I learnt, a lot. And I wasn't necessarily a nerd. Well, I've always been uncool. But I wasn't necessarily a computer nerd until I worked there, and I had multiple computers on my desk and spent my 9 to 5 or my 6 to 8 life dealing with the media, writing press releases and things and doing marketing stuff about computers. So I became a complete technology nerd. And yes, Daggy, that's me. Thank you, David. I'm glad you're picking up the lingo. And we're proud of being Dags here. And so yes, Microsoft was a completely different part of my life, but it's informed who I am because I'm a massive technology nerd now. Not 6 to 8, as 6 a.m. to 8 p.m. at times, because it was one of those big corporate jobs that requested a lot of your life, let's say. But this is a song, this was a request from earlier.
World was on fire, no one could save me but you. Strange what desire will make foolish people do. I'd never dreamed that I'd meet somebody like you. I'd never dreamed that I'd lose somebody like you. No, I don't wanna fall in love. The girl is gonna break your heart. No, I don't wanna fall in love. This world is gonna break your heart with you. With you. What a wicked game you played to make me feel this way. What a wicked thing to do, to let me dream of you. What a wicked thing to say, you never felt this way. What a wicked thing to do, to make me dream of you. And I wanna fall in love. This girl is gonna break your heart. No, I I don't wanna fall in love. This girl is gonna break your heart with you. With you.
I won't charge you for that note.
World was on fire, no one could save me but you. Strange what desire will make foolish people do. I'd never dreamed that I'd love somebody like you. I never dreamed that I'd lose somebody like you. No, I don't wanna fall in love. This girl is gonna break your heart. No, I don't wanna fall in love. This girl is gonna break your heart with you. No, 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 I don't wanna fall in love. This girl is gonna break your heart. No, I don't wanna fall in love. This girl is gonna break your heart with you. With you. With you.
That was the technology I was playing around with before. Of course, it's my little harmony pedal, and I've spent a lot of my career doing backing vocals for all sorts of artists, which has been so much fun. And being a backing vocalist is just a whole new world. You know, I mean, I love being a front person, but being a backing vocalist, you feel like you're more part of the band. You really... You know, when you're a front person, the rest of the band has kind of no choice but to go where you go. It's not always a good thing. But when you're a backing vocalist, you're part of that jigsaw puzzle that has to fit in with other people. And it's a really enjoyable feeling you feel like you're more part of something than being in front of something. And I really miss backing vocals when I perform just with my little piano here, because all the bands that I'm in have backing vocalists or lead vocalists that, you know, we switch. Like Serena Jennings and I'm sure a lot of people watching know Serena. And we do the Fleetwood Mac tribute show Rumours, as well as the Blondie versus Pretenders show. And a new one, we do a Carole King tribute together, many shows together, in fact. And we've been singing together so long. Same with Joe Elms, that I know a lot of you know. We sing together so long, and we have been singing together for so long, and we know each other's voices, and it's just such a pleasure to sing with another voice, especially when you're familiar with it and you can kind of slot in, you know, what works best. So, you know, I know my little robot pedal isn't Joe or Serena, but it'll have to do during this lockdown. The goofy Chip has rescued a raccoon, and you're in Montana, right? It's funny, I was thinking about raccoons, because I don't believe we have them in Australia, and they're the cutest little critters. And there are some requests that I just can't seem to see. Sometimes the screen just fogs over and I can't see them. Anyway, I was thinking about raccoons and how we don't have them in Australia, but the equivalent might be this. And so particularly for my international friends, I got this little video to show you. Where is it? Or did I? Maybe I forgot to add this one to the feed, in which case Yeah, I think I did. In which case, you'll have to come visit me again. And on that note, I'm not going to go quite yet, but I do have to go soon. I have a young man who is doing online schooling, and Sid, you're a funny fella. I tell you what, if you're here this time next week, I will definitely do that song, you guys. I don't know Rocky Raccoon. I mean, I've heard the song, but I don't know how to sing it. Randall Raccoon, that's the name of your raccoon. The video I wanted to show you was of some quokkas, and the Aussies will know the quokkas. A quokka looks a little bit like a baby wallaby, kind of a mixture between a wombat and a wallaby, but quite small. And they're only native to one place, which is a tiny little island off the coast of Western Australia called Rottnest Island. And I've been there, and the quokkas are just these adorable little creatures. And I had a video I wanted to show you, but obviously I don't. I had it there ready, and I must have pressed the wrong buttons because, you know, me and my technology sometimes are at odds. But I will play it next week. And I would love to see you again. I'm on Twitch next on Friday. It's 6 p.m, so I'm sorry, Sid, I know it's past your bedtime, and some of my American friends are probably going to say the same thing. But if you do find yourself in the middle of the night with your eyes too awake to sleep, then come and visit me on Twitch. What the quokka? And I'll be back on Facebook then as well. So that's 6 p.m. on Friday. And I'm going to make this a regular thing while we're in lockdown. I really appreciate the company. I appreciate the chance to play some tunes to some people that appreciate them. Thank you so much, Pete, for doing a raid. This is the first time I've ever experienced a raid, but I've heard all about it. And you guys, I'm sorry I haven't named you all, but I so appreciate new people being here. You all rock. And it would be great to see you again. If you could press the follow button on my channel, that would really help. It'd make me look like I'm not completely Mandy No Friends. But thank you again. I'm going to play a video of one of my original songs. This is, from the vault, from an EP called Out of the Blue. And the song is called Old Fashioned Heartache. Some of the footage that you'll see, I did a crowdfunding campaign for that EP. And that was when, that was back in the day when crowdfunding was quite a new thing. And part of me was like, I feel weird asking people for money. But I mean, of course, you're not asking for it for nothing. You're going to be giving them some of the art that you create that you might not be able to afford to create if they weren't part of the process. And so I ended up doing it again for Wallflower, and I know some of those crowdfunders are here, which is, just makes my heart sing. It just, I so appreciate the support. And so you'll see some footage from part of the crowdfunding campaign for Out of the Blue for that EP, and one of the rewards that you could win was to come into the studio and record either some percussion or some backing vocals on one of the songs. And that song appeared, of course, on the EP itself. Oh, thank you, Chip. By the way, if you do ever feel like tipping, it is never expected but always appreciated. My little tip jar is here. So it's paypal.me/Amanda Easton Music. Oh, yeah, and you can remember that my birthday is next week. It's is it next week? Oh, my goodness, it is. It's Monday. Wow, it's kind of snuck up on me. But this is the song from Out of the Blue, and it features some of the footage of that crowdfunding campaign. It's called Good Old Fashioned Heartache.
Is this how it goes in love's final throes? Getting your hair cut and buying new clothes. Are those things for me, or could they be our love affairs is not burning anymore. Good old-fashioned heartache, missed calls and mistakes. Now we're back where we started. Good old-fashioned heartache. How much can I bear till it breaks? And I'm left here half-hearted. You don't ever know which way it will go. Delirious high, lovers nowhere to go. What are you hoping to find? The marrying kind will take a look behind. Good old-fashioned heartache, missed calls and mistakes. Now we're back where we started. Good old-fashioned heartache. How much can I bear till it breaks? And I'm left here half-hearted. Sha-na-na-na-na-na. Sha-na-na-na-na. Na-na-na. Na-na-na-na-na. Sha-na-na-na-na-na. Sha-na-na-na-na. Sha-na-na.
There you go. That's Good Old Fashioned Heartache. That's from my EP, Out of the Blue. And I've released 3 EPs and 3 albums so far. And now that we're in lockdown again, it's probably time to, write another one. Because that's how I wrote Wallflower in the last lockdown. I started writing songs before that, but then just, having that extra time and that need to be creative meant that Wallflower popped into the earth. So thank you so much for joining me today. I will be back at Friday, 6 p.m, and it would be amazing to see you then. Please do press the follow button on my page here on Twitch so that you get notified when I come back. And it also really helps me out because I'm only a brand newbie on Twitch, and Twitch is still kind of looking at me through those slitted eyes going, is she real? Does anyone care about her? So if you follow me, that really makes a big difference to, other people getting to see my stream. And also, I'm sure if you're a friend of Pete's, but there's all sorts of other advantages for having more followers. You start to get little emotes that you can use and all sorts of other special fun things. So, oh my God, where's the follow button? I can't see it from where I am, but I'm hoping that if you're on my stream that you can see it somewhere along there. You found it. Excellent. Just ask Randall. She'll help you. Anyway, thank you so much again. Enjoy your day. And please, lovely to see you, Kerry, and lovely to see you, all of Pete's friends. I'm sure I know a lot of you in real life. I just can't always decipher your handle to work out who you are. And my eyesight, you're all the way over there, so maybe your icon's a little bit too far away. But it's so lovely to see you all here, and thank you, Pete. You're an absolute legend, and I'll see you all soon. Thank you again.